My name is Will Case from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show, here with Coach Carson. Coach, your team's on a 5-game winning streak. How do you keep that up here tonight?
Oh man, the girls are just playing such great defense. Their tenacity, their moving their hands, moving their feet. All of our offense is just created on how hard they're working on defense.
You just beat this same Skyline team about a week and a half ago. What do you expect them to do differently here tonight?
Well, they got a couple of new girls that are dressing out. They were missing number 23, and I think they have a transfer in from Desert Ridge. So both of those girls will get to play tonight. We haven't seen them play, so we'll just probably adjust to those new girls out there and try and play our same game, which is great defense, which turns into offense.
And for our viewers at home, what should we expect out of your team tonight?
Well, Emma Fishbeck has been killing it. She's averaging just about a double-double over the season. And then just filling in with Roxy Del Bianco and her defense, Shea Roberson and her offensive presence. I'm excited to see everybody come out and perform tonight.
Thanks, Coach. We'll keep an eye on them.
Appreciate it.
My name is Will Case from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show with Coach Thompson. Coach, you guys faced the same Mountain View team about a week and a half ago. What are you going to do differently tonight?
Well, I hope break the press. That was definitely the biggest thing that we need to do. We've got to take care of the basketball better. They're effective. They press start to finish. We know what to expect. So yeah, less turnovers and finish on the press. And
you guys have lost 4 out of your last 6. What is concerning that you're looking to do differently here tonight?
Yeah, we've lost some people. We've lost some bodies that we normally have, and that's really hurt us. And now we just got to rebound and figure out who steps into what role and what position and keep moving forward. But our goal every time we step on the court is to get a little bit better. So that's all we can do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, Coach.
Welcome to Mesa tonight as we have the Skyline Coyotes versus the Mountain View Toros. Mountain View has won 8 of their last 9 at 11-6, and Skyline is 9-6 after starting the year 7-2. This is Diego Iguiguez for Varsity Sports, along with my partner Kristen House. Hey, Kristen, what can we expect from this game tonight?
Well, these two teams already played each other this season back on January 10th, and Skyline did lose to Mountain View, so we'll see how it goes tonight, if they can get the win tonight.
Yes, Mountain View is averaging around 55 points this season compared to Skyline's 35, and the tip is won by the Toros, and it's quickly taken to the basket by Emma Fishbeck. Fishbeck is the leading scorer on this Toros team.
Yeah, she's been having a really great season, leading the Toros in every stat line except for assists.
Starting lineups for this game for Skyline are Brianna Buxton, Lauren Haas, Jordan Sayuli, Isabella Schneider, and Kaylee Cole. And we have a turnover for the Toros. Starting for the Toros is Roxy Del Bianco, Millie Alstrom, Tiara Metcalf, Caitlin Christensen, and Emma Fishbeck. Gives it to Christensen. Christensen inside. Bianco. And the 3 is no good, but it is rebounded by Christensen. Christensen tries to get inside, falls to the ground, and she is called for the travel.
Two teams even up here now with turnovers.
Oh, and it is almost stolen by the Toros. Right now, the Toros are on a 5-game win streak, and during that span, the closest game, and an offensive foul, we'll be going back to the Toros. The Toros are on a 5-game win streak, and the closest game during that span has been by 19 points. Keep in mind that when this season first started, the Toros were 3-5, but now at 11-6, they are very much in the conversation as a good team in Arizona. Bianco goes up the court to Alstrom. Fishbeck. Back out to Bianco. Bianco will try her hand at a three, and it is no good off the rim. And we have a foul on Skyline.
Yeah, the Toros have not been shooting too well from the three this season, but hopefully they can turn that around tonight.
Fouls against Isabella Schneider. That's already her second personal, so she will check out of the game. That brings in number 3, Shantae Stuckey for Skyline.
Another thing about Mountain View this season, they had a 110-5 win against Maryville on December 2nd.
And yeah, no, we were talking about that before the game. I almost couldn't believe it.
Yeah, 105 points. That's insane.
Yeah, an 105-point victory. I'm not sure if I can say anything without being disrespectful to the other team, but anyway. Ostrom to rebound, to inbound to Bianco. Bianco, here comes Christensen, and she misses the lay-in. Isabella Schneider will take it back up. She already has 2 fouls, so she's got to be careful. And the three-pointer is no good. Taken back out by Schneider. Bianco on Schneider. To Lauren Haas, back to Schneider. Schneider trying to make a move. And she is called for the travel.
Yeah, this Skyline team is coming off a loss on their last game by 34, so hopefully they can rewrite their story tonight.
Yeah, Skyline has been struggling lately. They are 2-4, and they have not been shooting the ball particularly well during that span. As we have Fishback to Bianco. Bianco back out to Fishback. Fishback thought about the three. She puts it up from mid-range, and it is no good. Air ball, and the ball will go back to Skyline.
Fishback started off with a really quick layup, but ever since then we've been slow with scoring.
Yes, both teams have gone cold ever since the opening possession. It has been 0-0. Still a lot of game to be played. As Skyline and Cisner, Abigail and Shantae Stuckey struggle to get it up the floor. And Skyline gets it inside, off the glass, no good. Fight for the ball, and it's rebounded by Caitlin Christensen. Back out to Fishback, to Steve Bianco. And it is turned over again by Mountain View. Both teams are turning the ball over to start this game.
Mountain View started off with a aggressive approach with a full court press, but they backed out for that.
Shantae Stuckey takes it up the floor, passes it to Lauren Haas. Now in the corner is Buxton. And it is turned over again. Yet another turnover. Here comes Roxy Del Bianco to Fishback. Fishback lays it in.
That's one thing this Mountain View team is really good with, is stealing the ball.
Yeah, they are averaging around 16 steals per game, and Fishback especially is this team's leader in steals with about 3.5 a game. And we have a foul against Mountain View, and that will go against Millie Alstrom, her first.
Not only does Fishback average 3.5, but Christensen and Metcalf both have 2.3 steals a game as well.
Yeah, this is a team that is very dependent on stealing the ball in order to score. Meanwhile, we got Shantae Stuckey now. She will try a three. No good, but it is no good again from Jordan Sayuli, the leading scorer on this Skyline team. And it is good from Millie Alstrom redeeming herself after that quick foul. It is 6-0 Toros, almost halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah, Millie Alstrom's the third leading scorer for the Toros.
Three-pointer for Skyline is no good, an air ball, and it is rebounded by Metcalf. Here comes Fishback up the floor. Fishback and it is turned over. Oh, almost turned over. We have a jump ball.
I'm loving the aggressiveness here that Millie Alstrom's showing early on in the game.
Lauren Haas will inbound it to Schneider. Skyline still trying to get on the board. And it is partially blocked by Fishbeck. Back out to Schneider for three. And it is banked in for the first point for Skyline. It is now 6-3 Toros. Del Bianco trying to increase the lead. Here comes Fishbeck for three. No good. But we have a foul inside on Skyline.
That three from Haas was really impressive considering she's only shooting 21% from three this season. She was able to get it in on that play.
Fortunately for her, she just committed that foul. That will be her first foul of the game. So Alstrom will inbound it. Ashalaya Shea Robertson just checked into the game for the Toros. Fishbeck struggling to get it. Del Bianco. She'll try a three. No good. But it is rebounded by Christensen.
This team loves to shoot the three ball. Hopefully we can see some more go in for them.
Skyline trying to get something going inside. Abigail Cisneros gets it inside to Lauren Haas, and she is fouled. But she will shoot two.
Lauren Haas is not one of the leading free throw shooters for Skyline, so we'll see how this turns out for her.
Yes, the leading free throw shooter on this team, on the Skyline team, is Shantae Stuckey at only 50%. So this is not a good free throw shooting team. The first one is good for Lauren Haas.
These two teams have started out the game with some even playing. Last game, Toros won by a lot, but Skyline's sticking with them so far.
Yeah, the defense has been the story of this game 5 minutes in. Only 11 combined points between the two teams. Toros just under their average from the last time they played against the Skyline team with 56 points scored. Up the floor. And that is good for three from Millie Alstrom.
Alstrom shooting 27% this season from three.
And it is nearly taken away by Fishbeck. That would have been her second steal of the game. Skyline for three, no good. Del Bianco trying to get to it. Back in. Alstrom, and she lays it in.
Really good ball movement from the Toros. We had three players touch the ball in a span of about 5 seconds.
And that will prompt a timeout from Skyline. It is currently 11-5 Toros.
Yeah, Toros are 11-6 this season. Skyline 9-6.
So far, of the 11 points for the Toros, only 2 players have scored. Millie Alstrom with 7 and Fishbeck with 4.
Yeah, interesting to see Fishbeck getting beat out by Alstrom, but we have plenty of game left to see if she'll reach her usual average of 13 points again.
Yeah, when you look at the points scored by these Toros players, it's pretty even out.
Yeah, these girls are neck and neck with each other. I love to see the in-team competition.
And is inbounded again in for Skyline. Here's Schneider. She'll try her hand at a three. It's good.
It's her second three of the game so far.
Yes,
We haven't even made out the first quarter.
6 points for Isabella Schneider. Both teams are starting to find a little bit of a groove. Let's see whose will last. For three, the Toros. No good. Looks like it'll stay with the Toros. Inbounded. Here's Shea Robertson for three. No good off the rim, but it is rebounded by Fishbeck, and she will bring it back out to Del Bianco. Del Bianco almost had it stolen away, but in a three-point attempt is no good. Fishbeck will try her in at a mid-range, and it is good. That is 6 points now for Fishbeck. She and Millie Ostrom are running the show right now for these Toros. And it is stolen this time by Fishbeck. Fishbeck will try again. It's good.
Fishbeck has been performing really well this season, and she's just a junior, so she still has so much more to improve. Can't wait to see what she accomplishes.
Emma Fishbeck averaging 13.7 points per game. She may break that in this first half at this pace. As Skyline is double teamed. Skyline again for three. No good, and it is rebounded by the Toros. And Del Bianco is just down there, nobody around her, and she lays it in easily.
Wide open. What a great way to break the press.
Skyline got out of this last time out by scoring a three, and ever since then, the Toros are on a 6-0 run. And another careless turnover by Skyline. Del Bianco will go back out. She'll try a three, and it is good.
Whatever Coach Mandy Carson said to her Toros during that timeout really worked.
My goodness, what a turnaround to end this first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it is the Mountain View Toros 20 and the Skyline Coyotes 8. We will be right back. This is Varsity Sports. We are back for the second quarter as Evie Hoover.
She just played in the JV game right before this and played really well, so it's really good to see her back out on the court here. Reminds me of Tyler Kolek from the New York Knicks, who played a G League game and an NBA game in the same day.
Here she goes, and she is fouled once again by Isabella Schneider. That's her third personal already.
Yeah, if the Skyline girls can't stay out of foul trouble, this might not go well for them.
No, it will not. Evie Hoover will go to the line. She misses the first. Evie Hoover averaging around 4.6 points per game. The sophomore. But she makes the second, 21-8 Toros.
Yeah, she's the starting point guard for the JV team, so.
Yes, that game, there was a JV game between Skyline and the Toros earlier today, which was a blowout in favor of the Toros. Evie Hoover was a part of that. Now starting in the now also playing in the varsity game for the Toros. Here she is.
Fishbeck's out of the game right now, taking a breather.
And
We'll see how the team does without her.
well deserved on a balance. That's a three for Shea Robertson. 24-8 Toros. They're on a 13-0 run right now.
Yeah, Shea Robertson is actually Mountain View's leading three-point shooter with 35% on the season.
And it is stolen by Robertson. Here comes Hoover, tries to get inside. No good on the lay-in attempt.
This is a really good move there. Too bad it didn't go in.
And we have a jump ball that will go to Skyline. Skyline desperately needs something to get out of this funk they're in right now. As Shantae Stuckey passes it. And it is yet again turned over by Skyline. Tiara Metcalf comes down court, and she will go to the basket. Wide open. 15-0 run and counting for the Toros.
These Mountain View girls are going to have to change their name to the Steelers if they want time they steal.
Case in point, my goodness, almost stolen again. But this time, it is laid in by Kaylee Cole. And the 15-0 run is no more. But the Toros are still up by 16. Three-pointer attempt for Evie Hoover, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Sayuli. We've heard very little from her in this game as she is the leading scorer and rebounder on this game, averaging around 12 points per game and 12 rebounds. She's going to have to become more of a factor in this game.
Yeah, she's been quiet so far. Hopefully we can see more from her. She can help her team out of this deficit.
Inside Sayuli, and then that's an offensive foul.
That was clear as day.
Against Jordan Sayuli. That's her first personal foul.
The fouls are just killing the Coyotes right now.
Yeah, it's the turnover game that is absolutely killing Skyline right now.
Yeah, between that and steals, Mountain View is coming out pushing hard.
Del Bianco gets the inbound. She's heading up. Del Bianco had an impressive stretch to end the first quarter, scoring the final 5 points of that quarter. Evie Hoover gets it inside. No good. Rebounded again by Tiara Metcalf. And we have a travel by Metcalf. It'll be Skyline ball.
Another turnover for the Toros. Got some stuff to clean up here.
Yeah, Toros aren't immune from turnovers either, averaging around 18 a game. But Evie Hoover with the steal. She will try to lay it in. No good, but it is rebounded by Del Bianco. She'll try it. No good. Rebounded by Skyline and Isabella Schneider.
Skyline got lucky there with the 2 missed layups.
Oh, absolutely. They got to be much, much more careful than they've been. Here's a three, and it is good from Lauren Haas. First time we've heard her name in a while.
Yeah, that's one stat line Skyline's been performing in tonight is beyond the arc. Shooting better than Mountain View.
Oof, Skyline once again getting lucky as Del Bianco had a wide open shot for the layup.
Yeah, 3 missed wide open layups for the Toros.
(26-13) Toros with 4:41 left in this quarter as Skyline is trying to make a push, and that's not how you're going to do it. Fishbeck with yet again another steal. And we have a foul inside against Skyline. And it's against Isabella Schneider. That's her 4th foul already in this game, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, she's going to have to be more careful in order to not foul out of this game before the half even gets here.
Christensen, meanwhile, is blocked. Schneider will take it up the court. Skyline trying to find something. Here's Schneider. She loses it. Tries to get it out, but the possession arrow, and it will go to the Toros. Del Bianco. Fishbeck thought about another three. And we have a foul. Again, another foul against Skyline. This time on Shantae Stuckey.
Skyline's going to have to figure out a way to play defense without fouling.
Yeah, that's already their 4th foul this quarter. And that last foul on Schneider was actually her 3rd personal foul. Lily Alstrom misses the first free throw.
Yeah, Alstrom's not one of the leading free throw shooters for the Toros, so
But she misses them both, and Skyline trying to get the rebound, but it is taken away by Fishbeck. We have a travel on Mountain View.
yeah, Roxy Del Bianco upset with herself after that travel. She was looking at her coach, and coach was like, "Yeah, you did."
Yep. Shantae Stuckey will get the inbound. Tried to bring it up the floor, and she is fouled by Tiara Metcalf. Only the first team foul this quarter for the Toros. Stuckey will get it again. This is a mountain of Toros defenders. Sayuli back out. And we have a travel against Skyline.
Yeah, these turnovers on both teams. So many today.
Well, Mountain View, these two teams may have had a slow start to start the game, but Mountain View has certainly found a rhythm in this game, especially at the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, they played phenomenal at the end of the first quarter. Hopefully we can see more of that from them.
Alstrom for three. Got it! Lily Alstrom. She has 10 points now. And yet again, another turnover against Skyline.
These two teams love to shoot beyond the arc. Happy to see it going in for them.
Shay Robertson will once again check in for the Toros. She will get the ball. Lily Alstrom gets inside. Out to Del Bianco. Back to Robertson. And a three from Del Bianco. No good. And rebounded by Sayuli, the leading rebounder on this Skyline team. Stuckey. Back out to Schneider. Schneider will try a three. No good. Sayuli gets the offensive rebound and one.
We're starting to see a bit more aggressiveness from Sayuli in the second quarter. Skyline's leading scorer.
And what pops out about Sayuli when you look at the player stats for the Skyline team, you will immediately notice her 12 points a game and 12 rebounds per game.
Yeah, she did a great job right there of securing a three-point play.
Yes, that three-point play cuts the lead down to 13 as Del Bianco moves it back to Alstrom. Inside Fishbeck. Alstrom will try another three. No good. Rebounded by Sayuli, and Sayuli almost turns it over. Yep. Stuckey will come back up the court.
Hopefully we can see these Toros get hot from the three-point line.
Yes, they did towards the end of the first quarter, and when the Toros get on a rhythm, a Skyline cuts the lead down to 11.
Sayuli letting these Toros know she's on the court and she's fighting for this win.
Del Bianco inside. Here's Fishbeck. That is good from Fishbeck.
You cannot give Fishbeck that much space on a shot like that.
No, you cannot. Those were actually only her first points of this quarter after scoring 8 in the first. And wow, what a layup from Skyline.
She just threw that one up and prayed, and her prayers were answered.
Indeed it was. They're going to need about 12 more of those prayers if they want to tie this game back up. Oh, and Del Bianco is fouled from behind against by Isabella Schneider. Bad.
Skyline coach Erica Thompson opting to keep Schneider in the game despite her foul trouble.
There's 4 personal fouls already as Del Bianco will shoot 2. First one, no good.
Oh, and she just got subbed out.
Yep.
Smart move there by Coach Thompson.
Caitlin Christensen will now check back in for Mountain View. And Abigail Cisneros will check in for Sayuli. Skyline tries to get it inside, and it is taken away. Del Bianco
Good pass.
to Fishback. Fishback, oh, and she had it taken away, almost taken away. But she misses the layup.
Even though they weren't able to connect on points, these Toros know how to pass the ball very well.
And it is taken away, oh my goodness, once again by Fishback to Del Bianco. She's got it.
Fishbeck threw a dart to Del Bianco. Like I said, really great passing from the Toros.
That's 7 points now for Bianco. And my goodness, another travel by Skyline. As we have a timeout now for Mountain View. Both teams were turning the ball over to start the game. Skyline has continued to turn the ball over and over and over again, while Mountain View has become a little bit more even kill with it.
Yeah, they've lessened their turnovers here, but it's just a 13-point game. It might be double digits, but there's plenty of time here for the Coyotes to come back.
Yeah, Skyline has had some had some opportunities to come back in this game. They've made it pretty close a couple of times.
Yeah, not as much of a blowout as it was last time they played when Mountain View won by 35, but we still have a lot of basketball left to play here tonight.
Mountain View and Skyline still in their respective huddles. Lily Alstrom and Emma Fishback tonight combining for 20 points, the same amount as this Skyline team.
Yeah, they're definitely making their presence known on the court tonight. Love to see it.
As Alstrom will inbound it to Del Bianco. 30 seconds left in this opening half of girls basketball in Mesa. Fishbeck back out to Del Bianco. To Alstrom. Shea for three. Got it! Shea Robertson with the
What
three.
a great look for Robertson. She may not be a starter, but she makes her presence known on the court as well.
Skyline with the three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded. Another three-point attempt at the buzzer.
Those are great to see.
Lauren
A lot of momentum to go in the locker room here.
Lauren Haas with her second three-pointer of the game. But at the half, it is the Mountain View Toros 36, the Skyline Coyotes 23. And we have...
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Sorry.
All right, Coach. You guys started out the first half really well. One thing you guys noticed were a lot of turnovers. Would you talk to your team about that?
So we talked about taking care of the basketball. Again, we talked about it in pregame that our girls, we force a ton of turnovers. We play good, hard defense, and so we like to push the ball, and a result of that is turnovers. Them not taking care of it. Yeah.
Like you said, you guys play really good defense. We noticed a lot of steals happening. Is that something you guys work on in practice?
Absolutely. We think our best offense is our defense.
Yeah. Good luck the rest of this half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we are back. And we are back for this second half. The Skyline will try to mount a 13-point comeback against the Toros. And it is no good for three from Lauren Haas to start this half for Skyline. Del Bianco will get the inbound.
Del Bianco had 7 points in the first half for her team.
Del Bianco will once again have it again. This time out to Fishbeck, who had 10 points in this first half. Inside, no good by Tierra Metcalf, and it is attempted to be rebounded.
Yeah, Fishbeck just short of her 12th point of the game.
And a jump ball will result in Toros basketball. Del Bianco on the inbound for three. She's got it. She's the third double-digit scorer on this team, along with Billy Ostrom and Fishbeck. And it is stolen. Here's Fishbeck. Almost had the end one, but she will go to the line.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of these girls for the Toros are in double digits tonight. So that means they're sharing the ball, they're passing it, they're making their shots.
Fishbeck will go to the free throw line. But she will make the first. 40-23 Toros now. One for two for the Toros. Rebounded by Sayuli. Dante Stuckey will bring it up. And it is taken away once again. Here's Del Bianco. No good on the layup attempt. Rebounded. Fishbeck tried to put it in. No good. Rebounded once again by Sayuli.
I feel like the Toros would have a lot more points tonight if they were making these layups.
Yeah, this could easily be a 25-point game rather than 17. In the corner, Skyline no good by Brianna Buxton. Fishbeck flying up the court. Del Bianco will try another three. No good. Rebound, offensive rebound. Fishbeck so close to pulling the trigger. Del Bianco inside. Christensen will try to lay in. No good. Sayuli fights for the rebound. Possession arrow, though. This time will go to Skyline.
Yeah, Sayuli definitely with the bigger upper hand in that fight over the ball.
12 rebounds per game for Sayuli. One of the prime examples on this Skyline team. Another turnover.
Toros popping out with a full court press this half again.
Ostrom almost had the three-point basket. Ostrom loses it, but it goes off of Skyline, and it will remain with the Toros. 28 on the shot clock.
Kaylee Cole was slow to get up after that play. Hopefully she's all right for Skyline.
Inbounded to Christensen, back out to Fishbeck, to Del Bianco. Ostrom trying to get inside, back out to Fishbeck, and she's got it.
Nice shot by Fishbeck. showing why she's the leading scorer for this team.
6-0 run to start this quarter for the Toros. And once again, another turnover by Skyline. Feels like a broken record saying that, but here is the Toros again. And Millie Alstrom. She has been putting on a show tonight.
This Toro team does really well at coming off of timeouts and halves and showing a really great performance.
44-23, Toros. Isabella Schneider with a drive to the basket. She will get fouled.
Interesting to see Schneider getting fouled. She was doing all the fouling in that first half.
And she's got to be careful with 4 personal fouls already. Only 13 minutes left in this game for Skyline to try to make a game of it. No good from Schneider.
Schneider, 45% free throw shooter on the season.
Abigail Cisneros will check in now, replacing Brianna Buxton for Skyline. No good from Skyline. Fishbeck gets the rebound. Del Bianco gets past midcourt. Fishbeck will try a 3. No good. Air ball.
It's a good look for her. Just needed to go a little bit more right.
Fishbeck, a 28% three-point shooter on the season. Fishbeck nearly had another steal. Skyline recovers. Inside here is Sayuli, and she will get fouled.
Anytime this ball's in the air, those Toros are tracking that ball and going in for the steal. Skyline's going to have to be a lot more careful and protect the ball.
Foul is on Caitlin Christensen. That's her first personal foul for the Toros. Sayuli, no good on the first.
Yeah, Sayuli's not a leading free throw shooter for this Coyote team.
As free throws have been an issue this season for both teams, but especially Skyline. But Sayuli knocks down the second free throw. Down to 20. As the Toros immediately respond, Lily Alstrom for the mid-range. She has 14.
Alstrom coming back from half. Had a really good first half. Popping out again here in the second half.
Nearly turned over again by Schneider, but Schneider recovers and she goes to the basket for 2.
Skyline's starting to put up more points in the second half than before.
So far, 6 points in this third quarter for Skyline. Three points, excuse me. Toros on a 10-3 run to start this quarter. As Tiara Metcalf will come to the bench. The plate. Inside Sayuli. Sayuli. Oh, and it ran down and then it somehow went back in for Sayuli.
Yeah, Sayuli had the upper hand on that shot. She's the tallest girl on the court right now.
8 points for Jordan Sayuli. As Mountain View will come back up the court. Del Bianco trying to find something. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Fishbeck inside. For 3. Got it! Roxy Del Bianco knocks down the 3.
Really good movement by the Toros to get Del Bianco that open look for the 3.
13 points for Del Bianco. Inside, and Isabella Schneider is fouled and will once again go to the line. That's 3 fouls on the Toros in this quarter. A little bit more undisciplined than they were in the last quarter. First one is good for Schneider.
Hopefully Shiner can find her way out of foul trouble this half. So far, so good.
Yeah, 5 minutes into this second half. No fouls committed by her. Remember, she has 4 personals as she misses the second. Fishbeck goes up the court. In the corner is Del Bianco. Shea for 3. Got it.
That
Shea
is her
Robertson.
third 3 of the game. Almost watching Steph Curry out here shoot tonight.
Fishbeck. She gets the steal. Fishbeck up. It's good.
Smart move by Fishbeck. Fake out Schneider right there for the 2.
And that will lead to a timeout by Skyline as the Toros have completely blown this game open. It is 54-29. This was a 13-point game to start this quarter.
Yeah, Toros have definitely found their footing. They've had it all game, but now they're able to break away and get a bigger lead in this half.
Yeah, when they get on a run, they just have not been, Skyline has just not been able to stop them. They've been turning the ball, Skyline's been turning the ball over too many times.
And the Toros have been popping out aggressive on both sides of the ball. We've been seeing them defensively, obviously, like we've said all night with those steals. And over on the offensive side, they've been getting really good looks and moving, passing the ball really well.
And just how impressive has this big 3 of Millie Ahlstrom, Roxy Del Bianco, and Emma Fishbeck been tonight?
Yeah, and then you got Shea Robertson in there too, knocking down a 3 every once in a while for the team.
Toros will go back onto the floor of Skyline. This is a long time out for them. Are about to break out of their huddle. Toros have outscored Skyline 18-6 in this third quarter.
Toros giving them some space coming up the court. We've been seeing them press a lot of this game, but they backed off on that now.
And another turnover, almost another turnover. Fishbeck gets the rebound. Millie Ahlstrom back out to Fishbeck, to Shea Robertson. Almost taken away. Ahlstrom gets the handle, puts it up. Rebounded by Fishbeck. And no good, and it's blocked by Skyline. Shantae Stuckey gets fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah, Hoover was attempting to go for the steal there, but got the foul instead.
You know how to check and see the camera sound? That little
That foul was on number 5, Evie Hoover of Mountain View. Sayuli gets down. No good. She had a good look. And it is back to the Toros.
Really good defense from the Toros there. Double teaming the ball.
Shea Robertson will take it up the court. We have another foul call on Skyline.
Yeah, cheap fouls like that are not going to work in this game. Got to play smart.
However, only the second team foul on Skyline. Still need to commit a few more to be in the penalty. And it is good from Tiara Metcalf.
Yeah, Toros love to run this play where the inbounder inbounds the ball and they get it right back as soon as they come in, and it's seeming to work for them because the shot usually goes in when they run that one.
27-point game in favor of the Toros with 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. No good. Sayuli will rebound it. She tries to put it up, but she will be going back to the line for another 2.
Yeah, Sayuli's popping out aggressive at the basket. She's the tallest girl on the court. That's what we need to be seeing from her, and she's doing it. And it's getting her to the line as well.
Jordan Sayuli, the sophomore, no good on the first. Sayuli with the rainbow. No good. Rebounded by Metcalf. Tries to get it inside. Oh, and it is blocked by Kaylee Cole for Skyline, and she will take it up the court. She passes it down. Oh, and just misfires for Shantae Stuckey. Another turnover for Skyline with 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Toros have the younger team too. They have 4 of their 5 starters are just sophomores and no seniors, so seeing them perform really well being younger is really great.
Meanwhile, Mountain View has no freshmen or seniors on this team. They are all sophomores or juniors.
Yeah, meanwhile, Skyline's got a couple of seniors, but also a younger team.
Meanwhile, we have another foul that will send Kaylee Cole to the line for 2. First one is good for Kaylee Cole.
Kaylee Cole's been contributing to her team as well tonight, putting up some points.
Kaylee Cole trying to get her 6th point tonight, which she does. 56-31. Toros now with 10 seconds to go. Shea Robertson will bring it up the court. 5 seconds to go. Robertson gonna have to put something up for 3 to end the quarter. No good from Evie Hoover. At this point, though, to end this quarter, it has been all Mountain View, 56-31. And we are back for the start of the final quarter of this game. If you missed the third quarter, it was all Toros. It was a 13-point game at the half, but ever since then, the Toros have completely blown it open. What did you see in that third quarter, Kristen?
What I saw is really good movement from the Toros on both ends of the ball. Not only are they shooting really well, they're also stealing really well on defense. They're double teaming. They're getting in their faces. They're not letting them get any easy shots. But they themselves are getting easy shots, so that's what led to this 25-point lead here.
And it showed in the third quarter as Siuli gets the rebound, as the Toros outscored Skyline 20-8 in that third quarter. And Fishbeck almost had another steal, but she steps on the baseline, and it'll go back to Skyline.
Yeah, this Skyline team isn't playing as aggressively as the Toros are, which is showing in the score.
Sayuli, who normally averages 3.5 steals a game, the best on this team, has had an amazing night on the defensive end. A Skyline. And it is blocked. Sayuli gets the rebound, and she will go to the line for 2.
Yeah. Like you said, Sayuli, she averages 2.6 blocks a game, so she's definitely aggressive on the defensive side for this Skyline team.
This will be the 4th trip for Sayuli to the line tonight. And this time, the rainbow attempt goes in. And the next one to try to get into double digits. And she does. 10 points for Jordan Sayuli. Shay Robertson brings it up the court. Here's Fishbeck to Evie Hoover.
Great ball movement, Toros.
Christensen, 4-3. No good, looked good, but
Yeah, just short there on that 3 for Christensen.
Lauren Haas. Isabella Schneider trying to get inside. And it is stolen away once again by who else? Emma Fishbeck. Fishbeck on the jump, mid-range jumper, no good. And rebounded by Jordan Sayuli. Skyline will bring it back up. And it is lost.
Lost by Kaylee Cole there.
Isabella Schneider with a new shot clock. And Emma Fishbeck once again with the steal. This time, here's Robertson, and she has got it.
Kaylee Cole from Skyline. She's getting beat up out there. Then the ball's taken away from her a lot. She looks exhausted.
Fishbeck. Oh, Sayuli wide open inside, and she gets the lay in.
Yeah. One thing about Sayuli, if you leave her wide open right there under that basket, it's going to go in.
Sayuli right at around her average points per game with 12. As Sayuli will check out of this game, as well as Kaylee Cole for Skyline.
Interesting to see how Skyline's going to perform now without one of their best players in Sayuli.
Millie Alstrom. And it is thrown away by Evie Hoover. And it will go back to Skyline. As Roxy Del Bianco will check back into the game, replacing Tiara Metcalf.
Yeah, Christensen right there telling Hoover on that. Turnover right there, that was my bad.
Skyline, way off the mark by Brianna Buxton. Here comes Fishbeck again, and she this time throws it over the head of one of her teammates. 58-35. Less than 5 minutes to go as Fishbeck will take a seat.
Kendall Coxon for her now. Tallest person on the court for Mountain View.
5-10. Rebounded by Christensen. Here comes. It is good by Evie Hoover for 3. 61-35. That's the first three-pointer of the game for Evie Hoover, who played in the JV game against Skyline earlier today. And she gets a steal this time, breaks away to the basket, and it's good for Evie Hoover. 5 quick points for Evie Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover's showing this Skyline team what she's all about. Beating up on their JV and their varsity.
Regarding Brianna Buxton, Millie Alstrom, and Isabella Schneider. Christensen inside.
Really good defense there by Christensen. Hands straight in the air. Nothing getting past her.
Del Bianco to Hoover for 3. No good. The rebound attempt by Kendall Cox is unsuccessful. It'll go back to Skyline.
Yeah, despite the miss for Hoover, she's still playing really well tonight.
Christensen checks out of the game. Tierra Metcalf about to check back in. And an offensive foul against Skyline and Isabella Schneider with 3:20 remaining in this game.
Yeah, surprised Schneider hasn't fouled out already.
Yeah, to her credit, she had 4 fouls in the first half, but she's been much more disciplined in the second half. However, it is still 63-35 Toros, with any remaining baskets at this point being cosmetic. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Cox, and it is good.
Really good look there for Mountain View. High off the glass. And
The last time these two teams played was 10 days ago, with the Toros winning 56-21. And so far tonight's been more of the same.
this will be win number 6 in a row for the Toros if they finish out tonight.
And it is good from Ali Padilla.
Toros going to have a couple days of break after this, and then they play Red Mountain on Thursday. And 22nd is the next game for Skyline against Mesa.
Padilla with the rebound, goes to the floor, and we have a jump ball that will go to the Toros. Jade Robertson will now check back in, replacing Millie Ahlstrom. And what a game by Millie Ahlstrom tonight.
Yeah, Ahlstrom's been making her mark on this court. Part of that big 3 you mentioned earlier.
Less than 2 minutes to go as Del Bianco will go to the basket. That's her 15th point of the night.
Yeah, what's interesting about this Toro team is they're mainly sophomores, so all their opponents got to see them for 2 more years after this. And they're only going to get better.
And as of right now, I would not want to be a part of those opposing teams.
Shay Robertson making her mark beyond the arc tonight and in the layup game.
Skyline. Isabella Schneider, no good. Del Bianco gives it up. Inside to Cox, back out. And it is good from Tierra Metcalf.
Saw some good defense from the Toros there on that last possession, especially from Robertson. Followed her man all the way to the other side of the court.
73-37 Toros. Only question now is will the Toros double up Skyline tonight? But that appears very unlikely now. But still, it is 73-40 Toros. Here's Tierra Metcalf. And it looks like Mountain View will dribble it out.
Yeah, both teams put up more points than they put in their last game together. Last score was 56-21. This game, 73-40. Both did better offensively, but Mountain View still coming out with the win.
This game started out slow, but my goodness, did Mountain View come out swinging. And
Get 33-point victory for them.
And that'll do it. That extends the Toros' win streak to 6. And they have won 9 out of their last 10, and their record improves to 12-6. Meanwhile, Skyline falls to 9-7.
Yeah.
And
One thing, too, forgot to mention about Mountain View, they're shooting 5% above the national average at 39%, so they have a really good offensive team.
yes, they start out this year 3-5, but my goodness, have they found their footing at 12-6 now. This has been Varsity Sports' coverage of the Mountain View Toros. I'm Diego Iguez, and this was Christian House. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and have a great night.
Do we have the SD card?